This is probably the best thing that you can do if you want to be successful at Blender, and if you want to try to make a living off of it because it's your real passion, right? You have to understand that it's gonna be a really, really, really long fucking time, and it's gonna be a whole shitload of work before you can get to a point where you're actually making any money off of this, right? Think of it as just a business, right? Because if you want to be a professional engineer, a doctor, you gotta go to uni for 10 years for that. Luckily, you don't have to spend that much time with 3D or anything. But you're gonna have to decide. Okay, if you want to be a 3D artist and you want to do this professionally, you're gonna have to accept and understand that it's gonna take a whole lot of work, consistently. So every single day, or at least like 3-4 times a week, take some time, 1-2 hours, sit on your computer, practice, learn something new. Like decide whether you want to make animations or hard surface or organic or sculpting, whatever it is you're trying to do, and just practice that every single day. You're gonna get better and better. Don't fucking give up, because every once in a while you're gonna see a model somewhere online that's so fantastically high in quality that you're gonna be like, this is impossible. I'm nowhere near gonna. Don't worry about that shit. The point is, if you see somebody else do it, you can do it too. If somebody else did it, obviously it's possible, right? They wouldn't have done it if it wasn't possible. So if there's one person making money off of 3D and living off of it, you can do it too, because clearly it's possible to do it. Now you just have to figure out how to do it, right? My goal is to get a job or at least a steady income. Yeah, exactly the same thing, right? So just figure out, don't look up how to be a 3D artist freelancer. Look up how to be a freelancer in general, right? Get tips from any 3D art, from any freelancers in any other field, because the concept is the same. Finding clients is the same in whatever it is that you do. You know, finding clients in fucking, and whether you're an architect, you want to find freelance clients, or whether you're a mechanic, you want to find work, or whether you're trying to do you're teaching guitar and you want to find people to buy your class or to teach. Like finding people to sell this to is the same. You have to build some kind of something to give you a reputation, to give you an image. For me, my YouTube channel gives me some reputation. I have a whole bunch of people. My reputation is under risk. Like when I try to put up a book on Amazon, right? I put my entire name, my whole reputation behind that book. By the way, thank you, my friend Eduardo, for buying the book. It really helps me a lot. It's a big support. I hope you like it. Please let me know if you have some feedback for me. I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you like it, please leave that 5-star rating. It helps me a lot. I lost my train of thought now. As fuck did I want to do it? What the fuck was I talking about before I got distracted? Talking about anyway. I remember what I was saying. When I publish a book, right? I put my whole reputation on the line. So it's like I put this book on Amazon and I tell you, look, this is who I am, and I show it to you guys. I show you my book. And if I put out a book and it's a complete fucking disaster, right? Now I have this shit next to my name. So now you're never gonna forget that this is that guy who made that, who tried to scam us with a book. He made a shit product. You're always gonna know, don't buy this guy's fucking product because it's shit, right? So now all my viewers are gonna know this, right? If let's say I try to scam somebody or something like that, right? All my viewers are now gonna know I'm a fucking scammer. I'm a fucking loser, right? It's terrible. So I have a lot to lose, you know. I have a lot of reputation to lose if I give a bad product, which means naturally I have to put a lot of effort into something if I try to produce it. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that you need some kind of credibility, right? So in this case, this is kind of what I can use as leverage to try to sell my product, to try to sell my book, you know. Because if you're a random person who doesn't know me and you find this book on Amazon or on the internet, you're like, what the fuck's this? Where does it come from? It comes from this guy on YouTube. He has 10, 20, 30, 50, 60, 170,000 subscribers, whatever. Okay, now this guy's obviously somebody, he has a lot of viewers who support. Obviously he knows something, right? He's credible. So his product must be pretty good, right? It's the same way that when you're getting a job, right? You come in with a fucking diploma, and the employer just sees, okay, this person came in here with a fucking engineering diploma. Obviously they know something, because otherwise they wouldn't have got this diploma, right? Obviously they know some shit and they can be useful to us, right? It's the same kind of principle, and you have to figure out a way to show that. Maybe it can be building an Instagram page or an ArtStation page with really cool products or something, whatever, right? You have to figure out a way to sell it, and then people will come up to you, or you can also find a way to approach people and to hit up people on the internet, find clients,